Mama! The little girl called out in a frightened voice. Jack Noble looked over and saw her standing alone. She looked to be 8 or 9 years old. He watched people walk by the crying child, paying no attention to her. His first thought was to ignore her like the faceless others who didn't notice or care that a little girl was standing in the middle of the sidewalk alone and lost. "Mama, where are you?" she said through sobs. Jack jogged over and knelt in front of the child. "What's your name, sweetheart?" "Mandy." She wiped tears away from her big blue eyes. "Can you help me?" Jack looked around at the crowded street and then at his watch. The old man would be there soon. The instructions were explicit. He had to be at the corner of Main Street and Roosevelt Avenue at 9:30 a.m. The old man did not like it when people were late. Jack looked at the little girl. "Didn't anyone ever tell you not to talk to strangers?" She stared back at him. "Come on, Mandy." He hoisted her onto his shoulders. "Can you see her?" Mandy looked up and down the street. "No, I don't see her nowhere." "How long have you been lost?" "I don't know. A long time." Her crying had stopped. Jack turned in a tight circle so Mandy could scout the crowd. "I can't see her, mister." Jack pulled her down from his shoulder and held her against his chest. "Where do you live?" 23423 52nd Street, Apartment D. She rattled the address off fast like a robot, and he knew the address had been drilled into her by her mother or father. "Do you know your mommy's cell phone number?" As quickly as she offered up her address, the little girl gave him her mother's cell phone number. Jack reached into his pocket and pulled out his cell phone, dialed the number, and waited for it to ring. "We're sorry, the number you have dialed has been disconnected. Please check the number and try again," a recorded operator told him. He dialed again, but the same message played. "Shit." "Oh, you said a bad word," Mandy said. He smiled at the girl, but his smile turned into a look of concern when he saw the white Mercedes getting closer. The old man was here, 9:30 a.m. on the dot. He looked around to see if anyone recognized the little girl. People walked by, eyes ahead, staring off into the distance like zombies. It was always the same in every big city he visited. Everyone walked around with blank stares looking straight ahead. They didn't give a care about him or his problems. The Mercedes pulled up to the curb, the rear window rolled down. An old Asian man peered at him through thin glasses. "Hello, Mr. Jack." Jack nodded back at the man. "Do you have the documents with you?" Jack held up the briefcase for the old man to see. "Right here." "Is today bring your child to work day?" "Condescending much?" Jack continued to look around for anyone who recognized Mandy. "I need you to give me a couple minutes here." "There are no minutes to give, Mr. Jack. Our agreement was 9:30 a.m. It is now 9:30 a.m. "Just give me a minute. She's lost. I need to find a safe place for her." "I can assure you my car is the safest place for her." His sly yellow smile was enough to put Jack on alert. "Just give me a minute," Jack said. He knew the old man wouldn't blink an eye at the little girl if she weren't with Jack, and if he turned her over, then the old man would drive 5 minutes out of the city and drop her on the curb if he didn't kill her first. "You have 30 seconds, Mr. Jack. Fail to return in 30 seconds and, well, I don't have to tell you what's to come, do I?" "No, I'm well aware of that." In 6 years, he had done at least 4 dozen jobs for the old man. Jack knew the only reason the crime boss continued to give him assignments was because Jack didn't screw up. He didn't attract attention, and he most definitely didn't tell the old man to wait.